On Christmas Day 2025, the quiet of Nigeria's northwest was shattered in an instant, breaking the early morning calm that had settled over Sokoto and its surrounding villages. U.S. drones flying high above the clouds launched a series of precision strikes on militant camps in Sokoto State, close to the porous border with Niger. The operation was swift, calculated, and left little time for those on the ground to react. The Bounty Forest, long suspected to be a sanctuary for extremist groups, became the epicenter of the attack. Months of painstaking intelligence gathering, surveillance, and satellite monitoring led to this moment as U.S. officials sought to disrupt networks believed to threaten regional stability. MQ-9 Reaper drones, launched from a remote base near the Gulf of Guinea, demonstrated America's growing ability to project power deep into the African continent, all while keeping its own personnel far from harm's way. The technology and reach of these drones marked a new era in counterterrorism operations. The timing, Christmas Day, sparked immediate debate both within Nigeria and abroad. For many, the attack's date added a layer of symbolic weight, raising questions about the message the U.S. intended to send, and fueling controversy over the operation's necessity and morality. Debris from the powerful strikes was found as far away as Offa, some 600 kilometers to the south, a stark reminder of the operation's force and the far-reaching impact of modern warfare. The physical aftermath was visible for days, with damaged buildings and scarred landscapes. Sokoto's deep religious significance only heightened concerns. Many feared the operation could be interpreted as a provocation, potentially inflaming tensions and providing new fuel for extremist narratives in a region already on edge. In the aftermath, Nigerians were left grappling with shock, confusion, and a growing sense of unease. Many worried that the strikes could trigger a cycle of retaliation, deepening divisions and escalating conflict in a region struggling for peace. The main target was the Lakurawa Group, an ISIS affiliate seeking a foothold in Nigeria's northwest. Intelligence linked the group to foreign fighters and imminent attacks, prompting urgent action. The northwest's instability, driven by banditry and economic collapse, creates fertile ground for such groups. Some analysts question the depth of Lakurawa's ISIS ties, warning against oversimplifying a complex crisis. Unlike Boko Haram in the northeast, this marks a shift in counterterror focus to new territory. Authorities fear a dangerous blend of extremism and banditry could destabilize even more of Nigeria. The strikes were the result of a closely coordinated joint U.S.-Nigerian operation, personally approved by President Tinubu after extensive consultations with his security team and American counterparts. The mission was made possible by the critical support of Nigerian intelligence, whose detailed information and on-the-ground expertise guided every phase of the operation. At a joint press conference, officials from both countries emphasized the spirit of partnership, describing the mission as a direct response to Nigeria's request for assistance in confronting a threat that endangers both nations. This collaboration allowed Nigeria to assert its sovereignty and leadership, while also leveraging advanced U.S. technology, intelligence, and military expertise to maximize the mission's effectiveness. For the United States, ensuring a stable and secure Nigeria is a cornerstone of its broader Africa policy, as Nigeria's stability directly impacts regional security and American interests. By launching the operation with full Nigerian consent, both countries avoided potential diplomatic fallout, reinforcing their alliance and setting a precedent for future cooperation. Nigeria's overstretched military gained a critical edge through U.S. support, receiving vital resources, training, and logistical assistance, while the U.S. advanced its strategic interests in the region. Ultimately, both nations view this partnership as essential, not only for countering terrorism, but also for maintaining long-term regional stability and building mutual trust for future challenges. In the immediate aftermath of the strikes, U.S. President Donald Trump addressed the nation, declaring the mission a Christmas present to militants. His statement was broadcast widely, capturing global attention and setting the tone for the American narrative. Trump framed the operation as a defense of Christians, emphasizing the protection of religious minorities and appealing to his base at home, where religious freedom is a powerful theme. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth echoed this sentiment, warning extremists that the U.S. was prepared to take further action if necessary, and that this was only the beginning of a broader campaign. The Pentagon amplified the message by releasing dramatic footage of the attack, showcasing American military might and technological superiority to both domestic and international audiences. In contrast, Nigeria's Foreign Minister Yusuf Tugar offered a more measured response, stressing that the operation had been in the works for months and was not a sudden reaction. He firmly denied any religious motive behind the strikes, seeking to distance the government from sectarian interpretations and maintain national unity. Nigerian officials worked diligently to prevent the perception of a foreign-led crusade, holding meetings with community leaders and engaging in interfaith dialogue to calm public concerns. They remained acutely mindful of the country's religious sensitivities, aware that any misstep could inflame tensions in Nigeria's diverse society. The divergent messaging from Washington and Abuja reflected each government's unique priorities and the delicate balance they sought to maintain. For the U.S., projecting strength and resolve was key, reassuring American audiences of their country's global leadership and commitment to security. For Nigeria, the focus was on reassurance and control, aiming to maintain stability and prevent unrest among its citizens. Both sides carefully managed public perception, using the media to shape narratives and avoid inflaming already high tensions in the region. This diplomatic balancing act underscored the complexities of international military cooperation, especially in a region as volatile and sensitive as West Africa. Military reports claimed the strikes killed numerous militants and disrupted the Lakurawa group's plans. Both U.S. and Nigerian sources emphasized the absence of civilian casualties, crediting precision-guided munitions. On the ground, however, fear and uncertainty spread among residents, with some questioning the accuracy of the intelligence. Debris scattered far from the target zone, amplifying the sense of vulnerability. While some Nigerians welcomed action against militants, others worried about escalation and retaliation. The operation's psychological impact was profound, shaking communities' sense of security. The long-term effect on public trust in government and foreign partners remains uncertain. Despite official praise, experts doubt airstrikes alone can solve Nigeria's security crisis. Analysts argue the roots of violence lie in poverty, corruption, and failed governance, not just jihadist ideology. The Christmas timing risks fueling extremist propaganda and anti-American sentiment. Critics warn that more strikes could deepen U.S. entanglement and provoke backlash. Nigeria's government must show real progress in security, not just military action. Without political and economic reforms, violence is likely to persist. The strikes neutralized a threat, but raised tough questions about foreign intervention. Sustainable peace will require more than drones and bombs. It demands addressing Nigeria's underlying challenges.